Hello traders, you're welcome to this video and I especially welcome you back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we are breaking down the best RSI indicator on TradingView, or at least one of the best. And no, it is not the default one that everyone uses. This one is seriously underrated, but once you start using it, you'll never look back, right? I guess you might not want to leave the indicator again. Now, let's just face it. Most traders slap on the standard RSI, look for overbought and oversold levels, and hope for the best. But that's not enough. The market is not always that simple. And if you've been trading for a while, you know those basic RSI signals can be misleading sometimes. And that is the reason why I'm bringing you a more advanced RSI setup. This indicator takes the classic RSI formula and enhances it by smoothing out the data and adding dynamic levels that adjust with market volatility. That means fewer false signals and more accurate entries and exits. Okay, now let us talk about how to set it up on TradingView. All right, so we're going to be using a combination that includes the RSI, EMA, and divergences. Okay, so this one gives you an upgraded RSI with a built-in moving average, divergence signals, and even custom zone coloring. All right, so it's like having three indicators in one, all packed into your RSI. Once added to your charts, I recommend changing the RSI period to 14. That is if it is not in 14 already for standard use. But if you are scalping, you can use 7, right? You can set this to 7 if you're scalping. And then if you want a smoother crossover signal, you can set it to 21. Maybe if you are trading for a longer duration, you can set it to 21. All right. Let's just change this back to a 14 default. Okay. So you can also adjust the overbought and oversold zones. If you want to adjust these figures, you can actually go ahead to adjust them depending on your trading style, but the default settings actually work fine. Okay, now here's where this gets really good. Here's where this gets really good. When you combine this RSI with simple price action like support and resistance zones, or candlestick patterns, you will start seeing clearer setups. For example, if price is approaching a resistance zone and the RSI is flashing bearish divergence, remember how a divergence signal is when price is making higher highs and the indicator is making lower highs, have a bearish divergence in that case. Right, you can see the indicator is flashing bearish divergence at these zones. You can see bearish divergence. So in a situation whereby price is approaching a resistance zone A situation whereby price is approaching a resistance zone and RSI is flashing bearish divergence, that's your warning. If price then gives you a reversal candle, that's your signal. For example, we can see we had a bearish engulfing around here. So this would have been a good place to enter a sell, stop loss above the swing high, take profits around support zones. So you can see if you are taking your profit around this particular support, you'd have had a risk to reward ratio of 1:2. Okay. So this strategy works across all time frames, whether you are a day trader, scalper, or swing trader. Personally, I think this indicator, if you are a scalper, you can try it out on the 5-minute or the 15-minute chart. If you are an intraday trader, maybe you can use it on the 1-hour chart, right? But it is just as powerful on the daily for longer holds. Now, one of the good things about this version is that it helps filter out noise, and you can see that the indicator presents multiple signals. It gives you divergence signals. You can see bullish divergence signals right here, and of course bearish divergence signals as well, in addition to the overbought and oversold regular signals. Okay, so this is quite a nice indicator, right? It's quite a nice indicator. You are not getting whipsawed by every minor market move. It waits for real momentum shifts, and that gives you confidence. So whether you are just getting started or you have been trading for years, this RSI tool will definitely step up your game. It's easy to use, visually clean, and gives you all the key data you need right when you need it. Okay? Meanwhile, ensure that you always have good risk management practices in place. Do not trade with an amount you cannot afford to lose. Do not risk more than 2% of your account balance in a single trade. And also ensure that you have good risk to reward ratios. Okay, if you're risking 10 pips, your potential profit should be at least 20 pips, and so on and so forth. So if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a powerful setup like this again. All right, in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy trading.